Hello there, toy collectors. My name is Kevin, aka Toying Around, and I am very excited to bring you this special review.
If anything, the Kim family, they're archetypes.
Which is sad, but not always a bad thing.
I'm okay. I have one. Do you see all the name?
Let's try them. Let's still try.
The mic on? Mic on? Yes. Always check if the mic is on first. What day is it today? Wednesday. Happy Wednesday, everyone. I'm assuming we are all Marvel Legends fans or collectors. Shout out to the Butter Nation. Welcome to Dope or Nope. As you know, if you know what I do here on the channel is usually I unbox toys and review toys. But every once in a while, the Hasbro team does some cool events where they reveal new products to us. So I like to sit here and talk about and go over some of these reveals with my friends, see if they're dope or nope. Dope or nope. See what everyone in the chat thinks, everyone watching thinks, if it's dope or nope. And you can let me know in the chat. You can just type it out when we bring up a new reveal, or if you want to join the Butter Nation, become a channel member, you have access to some special emotes on YouTube where you can use them. It's all for fun. You don't have to do it. It's an option, and it just makes the chat a little bit more engaging and interactive. This is July 28th. July 28th. This is the 28th day of content here on the channel. There's 3 more days left. 4, I guess, if you count this, but I guess this already counts. But 31 days of continuous content here on the channel. So if you're new here, please consider subscribing. Maybe there's something for you that happened in this time. There's a whole playlist. You can check out all the stuff. And everyone who's watching, and if you enjoyed this, make sure you're subscribed. Double check. That would be great. Hit the thumbs up if you like what's going on here in the channel. And first, we will be speaking with. Let's introduce my friends. We've done a recap of The Falcon and the Winter Soldier when it came out. These are my friends. Troy collects toys.
Hello, everyone. How are you tonight?
Yo, how's it going, man?
Oh,
Yeah. Well, we'll get to how you are in a second. After I bring on super relaxed and comfortable Jason Lapidus. With a little dance, he's so happy with some stuff.
There was an earthquake here. It was a tremor.
We're in the same town. You know what? We hadn't seen each other in a while after The Falcon and the Winter Soldier, and then all of a sudden the Hasbro Marvel Legends team hits us with 2 live streams this month. Gives us 2 excuses to get together and talk about some toys. Troy, what's new with you? How's the channel going?
The channel is
okay. Great, everyone.
The channel's good, guys. My Instagram is doing well. That's where you will probably find me the most, on Troy Collects Toys. I just announced that we're going to be doing a 1,000 follower giveaway. So if you're not subscribed to me on Instagram, please subscribe to me on Instagram. We're going to give away some amazing things. Had some great people go, hey, we have free stuff. I want to give it away to you. And I was like, okay, I'll give it away to my subscribers. So follow me, Troy Collects Toys. And yeah.
Awesome. And for both of these 2 awesome dudes, their information, Instagrams, are in the description of this video. I don't know where Jason's pointing. Jason, what's new with you? I saw you drawing some Wolverine stuff.
Yeah, I participated in a Weapon X, that comic program? Weapon X. It was like I don't even know how to explain it. It's like a study of the book. So a bunch of cartoonists from across the world participated in a Weapon X study of Barry Windsor Smith's art. And I submitted 2 pages to that. So that was kind of a fun thing to kind of recreate someone else's art, to kind of learn some of the techniques that they used while still finding a way to capture your own signature in that. So that was a fun exercise. It was a fun flex, a fun exercise.
Not flex like the kids say, obviously.
Not a traditional. No, it wasn't a huge flex. But it was fun. It was always fun to make comics. But yeah, I make a comic book series called Group of 7. And the new chapter called Peregrines is out right now. You can get that at www.group7comics.ca. And I have another new ongoing comic series dropping bi-weekly starting this Sunday. And I haven't announced it yet. I haven't said what it is yet. But every second Sunday, I will be adding a new page to an ongoing comic book sort of a collective, and I'm doing like my own story within something called Next Panel Press. So I have some new stuff coming there every 2 weeks.
You got a lot of stuff going on.
Lots of I like to make comics. What am I going to do?
Well, I mean, keep at it. That's
exactly the answer.
Looking forward to more stuff from you.
Make comics, exactly.
It is great. Shout outs to everyone who's watching right now. We have a lot of people coming out from the Butter Nation. We have Toy Rensu, DK is here, Darth Gutierrez, welcome. Cerebral Deep, Adam Gonzalez. Man, guys, go check out Adam Gonzalez on Instagram. He drew this thing of me and the Enablers as Thundercats. Incredible work. Go check it out. For some reason, I'm the guy in a onesie. I don't know who made that artistic choice. If it was him or somebody else, Mike, I blame you. RMD Collective, welcome back from Vegas. He was on vacation, but he's back now. Thomas D, happy Wednesday. High School Creations, shout outs to another channel member. Welcome. Make sure you use those emotes later and show everyone how it's done. What we can do here. Doom Dazed says, hi, Kevin. Hi, Jason.
No Troy.
Mackerson is here. Yeah, no Troy. 796 Studios in the house. Roy S says, Mezco Joker Gotham by Gaslight, dope or nope? Dope. I got 2. It wasn't shipped yet. Not the right chat. Maybe tomorrow night. Okay. I'll definitely be chatting about that. Yoko is here. Yoko, the always awesome Yoko, who I do Bad Batch Case of the Mondays with her and Paul every Monday. So check us out here and YouTube and Twitch. Marcus Yee says, just got home. He got his Joker already. Jose Morales, Doom Dazed, likes he says leaves har, but I think he meant leaves hat. That is a hilarious case of no typo. I like that. Or no autocorrect. DK says, hey, Troy. Toy Migos in the house. What's up, Cheney? And all members of the Toy Migos. I'll get to them in a second. Ultra, it's not a threat. I actually have to talk about something. Ultra Magnetic Lion, the One Fist. What's going on? Nasser. And yeah, so the Toy Migos will be on with me tomorrow for Unboxing Thursdays, after which I will hop over to their channel. They're on right after me, and I will be doing a back-to-back, a home and home, if in a baseball reference. And that will be tomorrow's events. So please stay tuned to the channel. It's going to be a lot of fun. Friday, I'm going to drop another video review. And then Saturday, which is the last day of this month, it's going to be just going to be like me and whoever cares to tune in, a wrap up of everything that happened this month. Just chatting, toys, not even anything that happened on the channel, just toys, anything that came out. There will be some giveaways as well. So I hope you tune in and you guys can check it out Saturday. And what else is going on? Toy Migos, I mentioned that. I think I have one more thing. Whatever, I'll do that after. I wrote on my Instagram stories yesterday, I believe, what did everyone want to see in today's reveals? So it was really cool. I mean, when people reply to these, it's awesome because I do look at it. It's for a reason, so I can kind of talk about it here. You okay there, bud?
Sorry, man. I'm just adjusting as I'm seeing how the lighting is coming up. I had it set for something else, and it's I wanted to change it, but pardon me.
It was super white. So we had some good guesses here from yesterday. We had Quebec Figs Custom says new Spidey wave. Nothing about that, but Disney Plus figures, obviously. And you know what? If you haven't seen today's reveals, hopefully you get enjoyment out of this conversation or seeing it. Otherwise, you're going to find out what happened. Some people said Excalibur, which was hinted at before, but we didn't get it this time. Classic Doctor Strange. A What If wave, obviously, from J Darko Customs. So that one we did get. More tiers of the Galactus. I thought they were going to give us more of that, but they just they're still holding strong, saying we're not going to show anything yet until it hits that specific number. Retro Fan 4, we didn't get that. Berserk 69 says my wallet died last week, but there is still a rhino-sized hole in my Spider-Man display. Sorry, Primero, nothing there. And from Adam, Mr. Playing With Myself, who is part of Toy Migos and will be here tomorrow, he said he wanted more topless superheroes. Did we get any topless ones?
Hercules.
No, today. Like he wanted to see it today.
Tigra is pretty close.
Tigra had a top.
Yeah.
Yoko would argue that they're shirtless, but it's actually topless. Captain America has Zombie Cap has part of his shirt ripped off. I don't know if that counts.
No.
And speaking of shirts, if you've noticed that Jason and I are wearing the same Devourer of Worlds t-shirts, if you're interested in pre-ordering, did you like that transition, by the way? If you're interested in pre-ordering one of these shirts, this is like the second/final run. You can order them now at toyingaround.ca. Do I say toying weird?
No, you don't. But it is an excellent shirt. Every time I wear it out, I get comments from strangers.
Are they catcalling you?
They're not comments related to the shirt. I just happen to get comments from strangers when I wear this. No, every time I go to, especially if I'm at a comic store or a EB or something like that, people there always say it's super dope. So I love this shirt too. The colors are awesome. The image is great. And
thanks, man. So yeah, if you're a Legends collector, feel free to check this out, toyingaround.ca. Last but not least, yesterday I put out a review of these really awesome Marvel Legends style or X-Men style trading cards made by my friend Posable Productions. He takes these pictures with action figures, put them on trading cards, and they look fantastic. So check out the review. There's a link there if you want to order some from him and support people in the community making awesome stuff. Posable Productions on Instagram. Troy wanted a 1 minute. We're going to get into today's reveals. Troy wanted a minute to he had something the airing of grievances.
Well, I don't know if it's airing of grievances. I don't know.
Clock is ticking, my friend.
Okay, so I don't know. I've been talking to a lot of people in the toy community and talking about Galactus, and we all love this figure and love this HasLab. But do you think that we kind of? I don't think we're gonna make it to the stretch goals that we want, and I don't think that's gonna happen. I think we're gonna get to the first one, but I think Hasbro did a little bit, like they overshot the shot, like it 14,000 backers opposed to the 6,000 backers with Sentinel. I don't know. I just feel like it's been a trek to get to where we are now, and we are not even at that. And I personally, I'm going to back it 100%, but like I just feel that there's not a lot of you bought, how many did you buy, Kevin? The Sentinel 2? Yeah,
and that's the thing. The Sentinel's an army. Oh, actually, I don't want to cut into your.
No, but you're right. The Sentinel is an army builder, and people could buy multiples. So I feel like there's more. People could buy more with the Sentinel opposed to this one. But I really want to see us do the stretch goals. But I don't know. I'm just so like, it kind of gets me depressed to see the numbers every day. Going, oh, we only went up 55 people. Gotcha. We only went up 20 people. Gotcha. And like the time is ticking every day. One more day comes off.
You think they set the bar too high?
I think they did just a little bit.
Counterpoint, Jason?
Not a counterpoint, just a question. Firstly, I hear you, Troy, and I feel for you, man. And I hope you're going to manage okay, because I know it's not fun to be stressed about toys. Not a fun feeling. More importantly, my question is: have you looked back at the data on all of the HasLab to see what the trend is as to when there's a surge or when there's a rise? I imagine there's like a surge right away, then it drops off, and then as it approaches the deadline, do things pick up historically, or is it going to stay at 55 for another 2 weeks, or what's it going to be? What happened with Sentinel? What happened with the I've already forgotten the name of the blown up ship from Mandalorian, but you know what I mean.
Like the Sentinel funded in less, like in 26 hours. So that was huge, right?
Right.
We'll definitely see a surge, like I guess in the last maybe couple days. And I was also thinking about, like, they said they have partnerships with people in different countries, right? So are those numbers also going to be factored? Is there going to be like a month where they just put everyone in from July in and we just get a huge boost? So I'm thinking that, or is that going to happen? So yeah.
These are fair questions, dude.
Yeah. I don't know. I really want to see the stretch goals. I want Frankie Nova. Let's get her out here. But yeah, that's been kind of been weighing on my mind for the last 2 weeks.
So when you say Frankie Nova, so the two images that were shown to go with the Galactus, are you thinking it's a stretch goal beyond that one, or are you thinking that one's Nova?
So I think the first stretch goal is going to be Silver Surfer.
Yeah.
Definitely 100%. Second one's going to be Nova.
Right.
And I don't want to see Nova be something that's going to be, you know, there, but like we can't get it. So I don't know.
So even though the Sentinel was funded in a day, that's not what we're talking about. We're not talking about just simply funding it. We're talking about the trend in the numbers of people backing it.
Right.
Once it passes the funding goal, that's actually not the topic. It's about the entire trend.
The entire trend, yeah, the entire campaign length. Because, you know, we want to get those stretch goals, but like, how are we going to get there? Is that something that's going to, like, are we going to do it? I mean, I don't know, man. It's tough. We have 6,000 more. No, wait, what? 4,000 more people to back this. 5,000 more people, 1,000 people to back this. Something like that.
Well, not necessarily even 4,000. It's 4,000 purchases. It could be. It could be. You know.
Yeah.
2,000 people who each buy two.
True.
So.
Wait, for the Sentinel, did they count people who bought multiples as individual backers, or was it just like? I forget. I remember they specified, like, if one person orders 5 Sentinels, was that 5 towards the 6,000, or was that one individual? I remember they mentioned something, but I don't remember exactly what it was.
I don't remember either.
But it does seem like 14 is a bit of a climb, but I imagine the peaks are when, you know, the new stretch goal is announced. Then maybe there's a slight blip on how many people back it, and then closer to the end. DK says HasLab Unicron actually didn't make it in its initial cutoff date. Hasbro had to extend it and reach out overseas to account for their numbers. So there you go.
So there's always those options out there.
There is options.
They've already tooled and engineered and designed. You've seen pretty much the whole Galactus. I'm sure there's a lot of things.
What do you think would be a reasonable number? That, you know, 14,000 was a little bit too high in my opinion,
especially since it's not an army builder.
Yeah, exactly. What would be a perfect number for me? I would have been like 9,000. Like that would have been a good one. 10,000 at least.
Hard to say, man. They can always move that, right? That's a human-made construct. They can, if they don't reach that goal, they can adjust. They can.
Yeah, they're in charge of it. They made it up.
They're in charge. They set that goal, and if they don't meet their own goal, they can fudge it. They can do whatever they want to do.
Yeah, they can. I guess they can alter it. Again, we don't have any of that information, you know, any kind of trends and stuff like that. So it's hard to say, man.
I mean, I hate to start off like on a negative because today was such a positive. Like
maybe this is a push for more people to be like, oh, you know what? Troy's got a good point.
Right.
Let's get on it. Let's start thinking about this. You know, Adam says, don't be a beehole on the crowdfunding and get in on it early. That way more people can see the stretch goals, and, you know, it's more incentives.
Yeah, I'm gonna back it, so we're all good. So just letting you know, I'm backing it. We're good. But yeah,
point about the fact that it reached 21,000 eventually for the Sentinel. To the indications, it's not 6,000 and then 14,000. It's 6,000 ask, receive, you know, 21,000. Okay, now we're going to go for 14. Do you know what I'm talking about with the Sentinel? If they sold 21,000, maybe asking for 7,000 or 9 is way too modest. if they know they could get 21, except for of course the argument about the troop building, which I think is a significant thing.
Well, also a lot of these programs, the first run is always a test, right? You're testing the market to see if people are into something like this. Then you make your adjustments based on the kind of feedback that you get. So if you put out 6 and you get 21 at the end, why wouldn't you on your next one be like, you know what, I'm going to set the bar a little bit higher? That doesn't mean, like Jason said, doesn't mean you can't dial it back a little bit. It's just now you have the data for a third run, see what kind of figures or what kind of characters get what kind of response. So
I think also when it comes to the stretch goals, they've been planting the seeds for those cosmic figures at EB and
Walgreens.
And the Walgreens. If they're going to drop binary, they're dropping binary. If they have to drop Nova, Frankie Nova, as you called her, in that, if this doesn't pan out, or another Silver Surfer, they can always do that down the road, Because I realized a lot of people didn't get that first Silver Surfer, which is awesome. Not that they didn't get it. I mean, the figure is awesome.
Like, I have hope.
People are saying they couldn't find it at Walgreens in the U.S.
Yeah, no, that was a really hard one to find. Even here in Canada too, right?
Yeah,
like, it came and went.
That I was calling the store every day, being like, "Hey, give me that Silver Surfer."
Yeah, I mean, I do have faith we're going to back it, but I really wish they kind of maybe showed that first stretch goal today, guys. Right. Hey, guys, like this is what we have, because after the live stream, did go up 200 more backers, so that's good. But we needed a little bit more than 200.
Right.
Toy Rensu says Vac Metal Silver Surfer. Get out of here. Get out of here. Controversy. We have Ray S in the chat. Thanks for coming out. Let's get to the discussion, the event today. They put on quite a show. I like the introduction, the use of props, welcoming back Ryan to the live stream. He missed the last one. And what's his last comment? James Howlett says Shartimus said they had 16,000 orders without counting multiples per order for Sentinel. Okay, there you go. Cool. What do I have here? Eating the apple. I felt like he had to get that apple out of the way first. But the previously revealed Sylvie, we didn't know where it was before. Now we know it's a Disney Plus Wave 2. And people were concerned or questioning, does the poncho come off? And Dwight confirmed that, since you see her for most of the series without it, it does come off and it just clips on, and you have that look. And I don't remember, Jason, were you going to get this before?
I'm on the fence. I think I'm going to wait until I find it on the mark way down.
I really like this one without the poncho, to be honest. It looks a lot better.
Yeah, remind me, guys, is she coming with the bath piece? I can't remember.
I don't remember. Oh, yeah, she does. Okay, so I was looking at this wave. Do only 3 or 4 figures have bath pieces?
I don't know.
I don't know if that sounds right.
That's never seems to be how it is, but they do show pictures of almost all of them in there. Do they show photos of them all in their package?
Yeah, they show all the
packages. Yeah, they have the package.
I'll have it at the end, and then we can get to that when we get there.
So will I get it? I'm not under any, there's not that emotional pressure for me to finish the bath, so I can wait to get her marked way down the road.
Mm-hmm.
Troy,
I like having different female body figures to use as models and all that kind of stuff for drawing. And I want that poncho.
There you go. Troy, you're buying this, right?
Oh yeah, 100%.
Perfect. And then the rest of the wave. So there's one movie figure, or sorry, one MCU Disney Plus figure, and the rest is What If. And I mean, man, I'm already excited for What If. Jason, did you read a lot of the What If comics?
I have a broad assortment of them, but I wasn't as big a diehard fan as some other people are or were. I think they're fantastic now, especially looking back. That these sort of self-contained stories are really cool, and I have a decent collection of them for sure.
Cool.
The idea, right? That Elseworld What If idea is just awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome.
I've always been a fan of something like that.
Yeah.
And I guess these kind of ties into variants as well.
Yeah.
Troy, I know you're excited for this. What if, aren't you?
Yeah, I love this. I absolutely love this concept, and I love the What If comics. So I'm super stoked for the show to come out.
Wait, what does it look like? She has torso articulation right here, or is that armor plating? Is she an action figure?
Could be.
Let's see. So some of the stuff I was looking at this poster, and I was hoping to get whoever this is supposed to be. I thought that would be the Build-A-Figure.
I think it's fair to say that's Ultron. Yes.
That would be a good guess, but like he looks like a knight, which is pretty badass.
There are a lot of parts of Ultron's movie design in the way that armor sits. So something in between then. I mean, I guess we'll see. Is it Ultron and Vision in one? Is
Vision Ultron?
Yeah, like because that red face kind of makes me think of other things, and of course the cape. But we'll play with it. We'll see what they come up with.
Yeah, I mean, if we don't get it here, hopefully there's a wave 2 or somewhere else. I mean, there's got to be a Disney Plus wave 3.
Sure.
With Disney Plus being a huge thing, there's got to be more stuff constantly going forward. So, you know, What If Wednesdays, that's a great alliteration, and they definitely did that today. So what if we got this Vision Ultron in the future, or Ultron Knight, as Mackerson says? Oh, we have Nerdy Curious in the house. What's going on? So the first figure they revealed is the T'Challa Star-Lord. I don't know how that is going to happen, but I mean, you just have to wait and see.
What do you mean? What didn't you know?
Like, how in this storyline, how does he become a Star-Lord?
Yondu picks him up. I mean, come on.
I mean, yeah, there's that, but there's got to be more. I want to know what it is. So, you know, they mentioned a lot from this wave that a lot of is newly sculpted, new designs, not a lot of reuse.
Yeah,
which makes sense. A lot of these characters are pretty unique. So he has an unmasked head, his weapons, and also the helmet, the masked head. Troy, dope or nope for this?
Can I be honest?
No.
I don't
That's what
know.
I pay you for.
Honestly, I don't know. This figure just I know it's animated, but like it just, I don't know, it just doesn't do it for me. So for me, it's a nope.
Chat, what do you think? Jason, what do you think?
It's a nope for me because I don't know how animated I want to get with my Marvel Legends. As I've said before, you know, my space is limited. I have a very, very rich MCU shelf, and I don't know how much more room I have for animated. Peter B. Parker and Miles were already kind of pushing it like that. Given that there's now this third style, right? We have our Marvel Legends that are comic book based. We have our Marvel Legends that are movie based and TV showing now. But now, like an animated is a third kind of thing. So I wouldn't be putting this next to my MCU figures. It would be like in a different section. And so I can't really wrap my head around too much of the animated. But I just, as a quick comment, I like the idea that they've found ways to still put cues to him being Wakandan and Black Panther, like having the lavender, like purple jacket, and with the gold pieces here, like kind of resembling a little bit of the teeth pattern on his necklace. It reminds me of Black Panther. Of course, you know, Star-Lord wears red because he's a Ravager. He's wearing the colors of his tribe. So I think it's fun that T'Challa, I guess, is not included, or maybe in that universe they all go purple instead. Who knows? But no, I won't have trouble passing on this. I think I won't have trouble. Looks cool. Pinless, right? Looks beautiful.
I don't really get this design. For me, it's a rare nope. This might be a case, and let me know if it's the same for you, where the story might change my mind. And I'm like, you know what? Because right now I have no idea what the character is about other than, oh, Yondu's going to take him. Thanks, Jason. But, you know, if I just based completely off of aesthetics. It's very cartoony. Someone said it kind of looks like a Fortnite figure, and you know what? That's not a bad thing, but you're right. It doesn't really mix with a comic-y or MCU kind of figure.
No.
My question is, so like, do you remember when I was talking about Black Series with those the Hasbro Black Series designers, and they're like, oh, the Clone Wars figures, we're trying to find a balance between actor and animated. But then now you have this T'Challa, which is super animated and stylized, but the rest of the wave looks like Captain Carter looks like she can fit with the MCU, and
I'm hoping.
And the Peter Parker, the Spider-Man looks very comic. So I don't know. This feels like it doesn't really. And you know what? Maybe they weren't factoring that in. That's not a factor. Yes, Jason.
Maybe we can put one of the heads from MCU T'Challa on this, and it will, I don't know, bring new life to it, even though the rest of the paint doesn't look animated all the way through. So if I think I did put an MCU unmasked Black Panther onto that, I don't think it'll work. I think it won't match the aesthetic of the body and like the fabric and whatnot. But it might. I don't know. I still want to see someone try it out. But yeah, it's like I said, it's a nope for me.
The chat, Evan Moyer says not feeling it. Omega Weapon 13 says Fortnite T'Challa. Yeah, I mean that's where I got the comment from. I think hopefully again DK. Seeing the dopeness, I love it. Maybe the show will change people's minds. You know, I don't think it's dope right now, but there's a chance. And
it's
you know,
with Peggy, like before all the MCU started, I had no interest in Peggy Carter as a character whatsoever. And if you had told me there'd be a Peggy figure in any form, I would not have been interested. But now she's one of my favorite characters from the movies. So
it looks like there's an abdominal rotation, the torso rotation on that cut there, but then you don't know what happens with the jacket, so we'll have to see. And if it comes with a bath piece, then it'll be in the collection until it isn't. Okay, but what if it's the other way? What if you're really excited for Peggy Carter and the figure looks amazing, and then you watch the What If and like her character, just using that as an example, because I know Jason, you're excited for that one. What if that character is like ass? Are you just, I don't want this? Are you gonna sell it? Or
the version that's in my head is great, so I'm cool with taking what I want from that figure and extrapolating from there. So this thing is like a fortress. I'm sound. I'm all good.
So they say. All right, on to the next one. We have, what was this Nebula called? I had notes.
Heist Nebula?
Heist.
Was that what it was?
Yes, I believe you're correct.
It's like Nebula in drag almost. You know what I mean?
Let's see. Yeah, Darth Clueless said Darth Clueless says the T'Challa is dope. So that's cool. Troy, you want to go first on this one?
Sure. This made me question everything about me collecting Marvel Legends. I had no idea what this was. And I was like, what is happening? I don't know. I have to see this show, guys.
Yeah.
This is like,
right.
This is so wonkers. Like, I'm looking at Marvel Legends here. Look at this. This amazing figures. And this just doesn't fit my aesthetic. I don't know, dude. Like, this is such a nope. And the fact that I have to buy this for a bath piece, oh my god.
This might be one of those things where, again, like you guys just said about watching the show, it might be one where this is a comedic thing, where they have to sort of soften her to get her to be able to, blend in for a heist, and it's the gag for the episode that it's so funny every time. She's like, they maybe have to program a smile so she'll do it, even though she doesn't want to, and then all of a sudden, like every time you see her on screen, you're going to start laughing, and then maybe the figure will be connected to that. Like that feeling of that was a hilarious moment where
I like it.
But
I like that.
If it is just that this is the character, she's just some happy, blonde, permed, blue-skinned woman. Meh.
I mean, there's dope, there's nope. This is a hope one, and I think you bring up a good point. It's if there's a reason that they chose this character to make, that they go, hey Hasbro, I think you should make this character. Here are the designs. I've rarely been let down by some of the stuff that comes out where it's like I don't need that action figure. So until we know more, I mean even the Hasbro team is just we don't know what's going on. It's just whatever we're told. MCU Smurfette, that is actually perfect. Thank you, James. That is perfect. So far, the leading comment of the night is MCU Smurfette for Heist Nebula. Code name. That's going to be the product code name on the shelves. Smurfette.
I'm wondering, just if finding another use for this from a customizer point of view. I've always been looking for ways to redeem the Agent Carter, Sharon Carter figure, because she's ugly, but Sharon Carter as a comic book character is important in the Steve Rogers ensemble. Right. So that might be good hair for Sharon Carter. I don't know. I don't know. I'm trying to find
the whole thing for the hairpiece.
Yeah, take it and then yeah.
All right, moving it along. She is the most prominent one in most of the marketing and promos for the What If series. You saw Captain Carter in the trailer, and here is the figure finally revealed. Jason, I'm gonna let you go first.
Dope. I'm giving you nothing. No, it's fantastic. Exactly what I wanted. I'm all for this character. It's like my whole household is really excited for that. I think Haley Atwell's a great actor, and she's tons of fun to watch. And she got a good role in the first movie. And every time she came back for those cameos, she killed it. And I love the color scheme. I'm wondering now when I do get this, if I'm going to want to line up the different British flagged characters as her and Spider-Man UK and Union Jack, and Captain Britain. But no, I think it looks awesome.
Just buy two.
And I'm also now, of course, wondering: is there a way we're ever going to see this in live action?
That would be cool. And Troy, what do you think?
Well, I'm looking at my picture I have with Haley Atwell up there, and I'm like, I'm absolutely obsessed with this figure. I love it to death. I think it's stunning, but it also works for a comic Captain Carter, because she was in the new Exiles that was out maybe 3 years ago. So this could go into the comic shelf. I'm happy with it. I absolutely love it. So 100% dope.
Without getting too far ahead, this and the Hydra Stomper together, like when I get them funded, they will be in my studio on my desk as one of the things that I just want to see every day. They're not going to live in my collection room. They're going to be up here.
Nice.
Awesome. Just awesome.
I mean, it's obvious. This is a dope. You have double jointed pinless elbows, pinless knees. And again, so, if you have this face sculpt and paint job versus T'Challa Star-Lord, and I'm not trying to crap on that consistently, but they're both in the same wave, they're both animated in the same show. Do you think they I don't know, what's the thought process here? Do you think they would fit together because one looks kind of stylized? Does this look realistic enough to you, or too realistic?
Of course, I want to see the two heads, this one and the MCU Agent Carter in her military dress. I want to see the two heads side by side to see if they're just reusing that. Do you have it handy?
Yeah.
It's not the same. It's not the same at all. No. Hair and everything.
Hair's different. Face on this looks streets ahead better.
Streets ahead.
So I don't know if you need to swap it or anything, but definitely getting this. Yoko says she might get two, and you know what? I wouldn't blame her. I'll probably jump on that too. It just looks fantastic, and she's taller than I guess your standard female figure. And Dwight shows it here next to the Smurfette. She's just like a little bit taller. You see the test shots here, or whatever, the prototypes here with the numbers on their heads. But yeah, cool figure.
Seeing this figure makes me wish I was drawing a wartime adventure series with a bunch of women in action. That's when I see this. I want to draw a comic book with
There's
women in wartime in combat.
Why isn't anyone doing that right now?
I am doing that. It's called Peregrines.
I know. I got it. I got it. You didn't get it. I got it.
I want that figure to be part of the team I'm drawing.
Yeah. What if you did just do a crossover of like your character and this? Like, I mean, it's it's wartime.
I mean, they're kind of like part one and part two of the same war almost.
There you go. M. Mackerson says, "Oh, excuse me." Mackerson says, "Standout of this wave." Oh shoot, she won't be a peg warmer. Is that the new top comment of the night? She won't be a peg warmer.
Smurfette is
Smurfette.
I think Smurfette. Sorry, guys.
All right, that was a good try. That's a contender. That's an easy second place so far. Next is the Doctor Strange, which is was there a specific name for this, Troy?
I don't remember, but I like the name you gave it.
Doctor Strained.
nice.
Yeah.
He looks a little stressed out. He's a little worn.
Did they call him Supreme Doctor Strange or something in that?
Right.
His title is elevated.
Elevated. He is like the Fries Supreme of sorcerers. It's Doctor Strange.
Supersized, but not. Yeah. Okay. So I'm when I see it right away, my first thoughts about the colors are, and I've already forgotten his name because I'm getting old and gray. What is the villain? Of course, in his movie was played by Mads Mikkelsen. Come on,
Callias.
I don't know, but the colors and that emblem on his chest kind of gave me major like Dormammu vibes.
So that's what I'm saying. He's like connected to that energy, and it's changed his color scheme, right? I mean, that's not the cloak of levitation. That is not it.
He's gone to this is the dark side, Doctor Strange.
Maybe.
Okay, so my theory on this,
his eyes aren't floating around. They don't have that weird melty eye.
Well, my theory on this, I think if we scroll to the Spider-Man, we're not going to do that yet, but I think he has the cloak of levitation, and then this is something else, and I think there's something with this. Maybe did he start the zombie verse? Did he do something? Are those connected? I don't know. So I was thinking about that, and I was like, does this tie into each other?
Right. Well, you can't tell a Spider-Man story where he has the cloak of levitation and not have Doctor Strange as part of that in any way. Like, there's got to be a connection to it. And in the Doctor Strange movie, they say that those objects choose the user.
Right.
Right. So if Strange at that point in his narrative, at that point in his journey, is not kind of worthy of that, or is not chosen by that funny cloak, but somehow Peter ends up being more suitable from the cloak's point of view. Anyway, obviously, we're all looking forward to seeing what happens.
The cloak's point of view is words that have never been spoken.
The cloak is sentient, right?
It is.
Silliest. Thank you, Marcus.
So, based on this, dope or nope, Jason?
I think he looks dope, but he has no place in my collection until, of course, we see the show and I'm wowed. But right now, he's a nope, but I think he's awesome.
I have a feeling you're going to have to start making space for a what if shelf, man. And the center of it will be Captain Carter.
Smurfette.
For you. That's Smurfette. Chat, what do you guys think? Dope or nope? Ladies and gentlemen. Troy, how about you?
I love this figure. I think this is probably one of my favorite figures in the wave. I don't know why.
Nice.
It just looks like it also could fit into a comic book shelf as well. It doesn't have that like that MCU kind of feel to it. It has more of a comic book feel as well. I don't know what it is. I just really, really like it. And I could see myself displaying it on my shelf too. So
it's beautiful.
It is very stunning.
pinless.
And a
I
leg.
mean, is it just me or anyone in the chat get Dormammu vibes from that little purple thing on the chest and the colors?
But that's what I was saying though. Is Caecilius, remember, is like a servant of Dormammu. It's those things are all connected.
Also, I just really like saying Dormammu.
Oh, okay.
Dormammu. This is a dope for me, as you can tell, and I just love the design of Doctor Strange overall and the look of the character. So a cool alternate dark side what if? Heck yeah, I'm down. I am down. These pictures and screenshots don't have all the accessories and everything it comes with, but with the inbox packaging picture that's there later, we can get into that. Yeah, this guy's definitely Dr. Strung Out, Dr. Sleepless. And let's see. Jewel tones for the win. The colors are fantastic.
Awesome.
There's the pattern inside the cloak. But yes, Tyler Lalonde says, I want a classic Doctor Strange on a new body. It's got to be coming.
Yeah, and do you guys think that we're going to get like one on a retro card from that Spidey, like another Spidey wave kind of thing? Or do you think one?
I think we're going to get a deluxe Doctor Strange when the movie comes out.
That would be cool.
A deluxe comic book Doctor Strange along with that.
Yes.
And what do you think would make it deluxe in terms of?
Just effects, different heads. I picture like War Machine, right? Like,
right.
You have War Machine. He came with the figure was basic. We could have had him in a regular Iron Man wave, but what made him great was all these different effects, different things. I could see that with Doctor Strange, and I'm hoping, let's cross my fingers, we get that with the classic Doctor Strange.
Yeah, all these different hands with the effects on them, and then some bigger ones, and then maybe more than one cape in flight, and one cape. Yeah, okay, I'm down with all that.
So, two capes, one flowing, one resting.
Yeah,
Tyler Lalonde. That would be cool. That would be perfect.
Yeah.
I could also see, like the stand that came with Black Widow? I could see that being put in there as well. So
yeah, if you can have a cape, sorry. Wait, it's not a cape. It's a cloak where it could display on its own. So if you were able, if Doctor Strange Deluxe came with multiple cloaks, then have the other one displayed as its own sentient thing, messing around, doing stuff, hijinks, stuff like that. That would be a nice touch. This is the zombie hunting Spidey. And here's one where I was like, you know what? That's a really great. Why can't I zoom? That would make a really great comic Spidey. It's not cartoony enough for like animation, but I think it would fit on a comic shelf. You have the cloak that we had mentioned, and alternate head with a Spidey mask, and essentially you get a whole Spider-Man figure underneath. People in the chat, is this zombie hunting Spidey dope or nope? Troy.
I'm on the fence about this, honestly. It's I have hope for it.
Hope.
I honestly just want that unmasked head.
Really?
Yeah.
Is there more to this? Too much. How about you, Jason?
I'm disappointed that the web lines are not drawn in again, not painted on. This is the second time they've given us one without that paint deco, and it is unfortunately, it's something we're just going to have to do with a Sharpie and all that kind of stuff, or whatever people do. But I do love the brightness of it. I love that his spider emblem is not just painted on; it's like sculpted on. Looks really cool.
Right. There appears to be some sort of like dirtiness or damage, like you see on the chest here.
Right. So,
and then on the side of his leg here.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
EB zombie hunt.
If this episode, if he's like the last guy on Earth trying to bring things back, and he's a real hard luck hero, and he has to give everything, I might be won over and just have to have. If I really love that story, we're getting the show so soon. So
2 weeks.
Yeah, I really want to see. This is the kind of thing that could really win me over. At this moment, I have no problem making this figure myself with the pieces I have and scratching that itch. But so far right now, it's a nope. But the episode could really win me over. But it should.
How about you?
The lines in. Come on, man. Do the lines. Finish that figure.
One thing I just don't understand with MCU Spider-Man, I don't know why they have to curl the fingers when they're doing the thwip, because I'm used to like the, like this instead of this. Every MCU Spider-Man has the curled fingers.
Right.
Is it more? I don't know. Yeah,
I go like this, right? Like this, but everyone's like this. Like why are you curled like that?
That's a good point.
Well, okay, Troy, heat them up and bend them.
I mean, I would love to, but my figure should just come like that.
True. That's an easy fix.
Yeah.
We have Omar Vasquez, another Butter Nation member in the house. Rhino Hobby says, "Are you guys going to back Galactus if they don't make it to stretch goals?"
Yes.
There we go.
Doomdays is saying that this one's pinless, right? It's the first Spider-Man, MCU Spider-Man with the pinless arms.
The pinless arms, because Ryan made a point about, and Ryan and Dwight both mentioned how no longer will you be seeing mismatched colors for the elbow pins. There's always the whatever plastic that it was molded in. If you can match that part of the costume, it would always stand out.
It's like the biggest offender of all of the figures ever. With like any, Spider-Man having those obviously such diverse. Those two colors are so separate. You can't hide
the knees are not pinless.
Vice versa, but the arms look amazing.
The knees are not pinless, according to this photo. Dracula, Peter Parker, I'm down for that. If he was a zombie hunting Spidey, but also a vampire, that would be crazy. Pinless arms, dope for parts. Mike says when he does the web shooters, his fingers curl. So maybe maybe Dwight's fingers do that when he does Spidey webs, and then he designed it that way.
We don't have spider flexibility. Like he's superhuman. His joints are even more stretchy.
That's true. He does have the proportionate strength of a spider. So Troy, what was this? Dope or nope for you?
I'm giving it a hope.
Hope. That's fair. I mean, it's my own system. I wouldn't go as far as saying it's dope. Like this is awesome.
Yes,
it's just Spidey in a cape. But time will tell. The show will probably either bump it up to hell yeah, I'm so glad I have this figure. He's so cool in the show. Or just like no. I like this. Peter got that Ace Ventura haircut for sure. Is this a sculpt that's been used before, Troy? Like the Spider-Man costume design? You're muted.
Sorry. I always mute myself because I don't know if I'm echoing or not. But I think there is some reuse to this. Obviously, it looks like the Homecoming body.
Yeah.
I just think the arms are probably new and just some of the paint deco, but that's about it.
It also feels like the arms, because also the black trim on the front of the shoulder, the way it kind of comes up and a little bit of that extra point there.
Right.
I feel like before they kind of went out and then down, but these have just a little bit of an extra, like a mirroring the Spider-Man symbol just in those black parts there. Those look new.
Yeah, it could be. The next one, if Captain Carter is somebody's gem of this wave, this next one is the one for me. Not him. Is this zombie Captain America. Zombie Marvel Legends. Zombie Marvel characters have been done before by Diamond Select. They've been done by, I think, Mini-Mates. And I've been waiting for a Marvel Legends scale type of figure, and we finally have one. So you know what? If there's a Disney Plus Wave 3, I'm hoping there are more characters in there that are zombies. As they mentioned, this is 100% brand new, except for the figure itself is all brand new. The shield, obviously, they can reuse that, but man, like they went all out. And this makes me think. You have a zombie Cap with ribs showing on his chest, painted up, bloody. He's missing all these parts on his legs. Like they went as far as to there's a hole in his legs that you can actually see through. Like that's crazy. But my point is, why haven't they done something like this for a Wolverine? The box set Wolverine has battle damage, but there's some scars and blood, and that's cool. But like, if you could do something like this for a Wolverine, it would be crazy. Troy, what do you think of this zombie Cap?
Can I be? I'm going to reveal something here.
Uh-oh, you're a zombie.
No, I wish. No. One of my biggest deathly fears is zombies. So this is not happening, not coming in my house. This stays where it belongs on the shelf. This doesn't come home with me. If I see it, I'm going to have nightmares. I won't sleep for days.
Oh my gosh, that's hilarious. So that's for those reasons, that's a nope.
That's a nope.
That's hilarious.
I can't watch The Walking Dead. I can't do anything. Like I can't even watch the commercials for Walking Dead. I can't do anything. When Netflix decided they wanted to show me, hey, Troy, your recommendations has a Resident Evil, the new animated movie. I had to downvote it so I never see it again. I have to do that all the time. So Army of the Dead, I had to downvote it. I didn't want to see it. It's just, I have the worst phobia. Like, I don't know what it is. Even when I'm at Comic-Con and I see people dressed as zombies, I walk away. I go another direction.
In the off chance that that's a real zombie and that is the starting point of the outbreak. You never know. You got to be careful.
I can't do it, guys. I can't.
Yoko said Wolverine heals too fast. He heals fast, but I mean, there are always comic panels, TV shows. He does get damaged and then heal. So that moment, capture that. It would be really cool. I would love to see something like that. Marcus says Iron Man, I believe, is a zombie in that episode. I mean, there are tons of series of comics of Marvel zombies. So there's a lot of characters have been zombified. And sorry, Troy, but I guess that was the zombie craze of recent years. Does this have a bath piece? Okay, then you're good. I was saying otherwise. It would be cool if it was an army builder. Obviously, you don't have multiple Cap zombies, but if it was like a generic dude zombie, I think this is fantastic. Again, you can see through his leg. There's damage on the back of his body. It's like blown out. I think through the neck there's a hole as well. So like, really, it's the mouth here, the tissue. Like, so we can see right through that. Sorry, Troy, did you want to close your eyes for a second or earmuffs? Jason, what do you think about this?
Super dope. It's fantastic. It's an awesome looking figure. Looks like they had fun making it. I probably am not going to get it though, but I think it's just really, really top notch. Back to your troop builder idea. If it had been a Shield or Hydra agent, could have packed multiple heads, different zombie faces. So you buy 3 and you get your 3 heads, and it's like a pack of zombie. Sorry,
you can see bone. You can see bone under all the muscle and tissue.
It is super, super dope.
It's so nice.
I'm also just really impressed by the splatter. Right? Not just the sculpt and like what it's showing, but like the care that went into painting that stuff the way they did. Yeah, the chunk of the flesh. Oh man, it's just great.
I have a Toy Biz, I think it's a 5-inch cable where you can actually remove a piece of his face skin and it reveals like some robotics underneath. That'd be cool if they came with the fleshy parts for this cap to put on those areas. And Troy has his headphones off and he's just inspecting his mic. I'm so sorry, but this is the dopest figure of the way for me, man. And Jason, I think you're right. They probably had a lot of fun making this just to make it extra gross, and they'll be like, "Oh man, there's this guy in Canada, Troy, and this is gonna freak him out. Yeah, let's put this over the top." So, heck yeah, it's so nice. Oh,
This is
Chat.
terrifying to look at.
Chat, what does everyone think? We'll catch up on your comments, and I'll get this photo off the screen for Troy. All of these figures are part of a wave.
I don't know how I'm going to make it through this episode. I'm so sorry. I don't know how I'm going to make it through this episode at all.
Oh, RMD Collective has a great question. Do you prefer zombified or venomized?
Neither.
Zombified.
I prefer zombified. Venomized is a little much for me. But all of these figures are part of this wave. The Build-A-Figure, which I thought was that Ultron thing they showed in the poster at first, was really cool. But it is the Watcher. Jason, Troy, did anyone see this coming? I mean, he is the main reason for this show. You know, it's you see in the trailer, it's the Watcher watching all the different timelines and whatnot. But did you see it coming as the Build-A-Figure?
No.
Wave.
Yes. Honestly, it was for me. I was like, this is 100% the Build-A-Figure. So
Nice.
I knew this was coming.
Well, I think the only Watcher figure was the Diamond Select one, right? Toy Biz never made one.
Nope.
So this is the first time Marvel Legends has a Watcher. You know, I think normally he's a little bit more
Stocky.
He's a little bit skinnier here. I'm assuming that's the look in the TV show. Is that a deal breaker for anyone in the chat? Is that a deal breaker for you, Jason?
I want a Watcher that is a Jack Kirby. You know, I want one that fits with my Fantastic Four and opposite Galactus and all that kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want one that just fits in with a handful of animated figures. Either give me an MCU one, which would be really kind of weird and freaky, or give me whatever they want, a classic comic book, Silver Age Marvel Watcher, which this is not, which is fine. I'll have no problem passing on this overall. Like, it won't bug me at all.
So I'm actually looking at images from Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2, and it does have the same kind of look to it and aesthetic. So this is definitely an MCU version of the Watcher.
Troy, are you going to hold up your phone for everyone to see?
But those are freaky.
Man, you couldn't even maximize it on your phone.
I mean, there you go.
They look like, to me, that is scarier than looking at the zombies.
Oh, okay.
I can deal with this one. Not the zombies.
It's so unhuman and kind of wrong. It needs to be more alien, more different, not just kind of a weird, creepy. Like, that looks like a human being gone wrong. Like the CGI. I need something that's steps that are. It feels like it's alien and superior, more evolved. I don't want something just like a really weird. A person who their head got boiled, soft boiled head. I don't want a human being with soft boiled head. I need something special.
This is very, very specific.
I need a lot of soft boiled eggs.
I see. A connoisseur of. Do you think, given the pattern of sometimes they give you a version of a character first that's slightly off, but you're like, well, you know what? I'll probably get it because it's this character that I like, and then they end up doing a version of that's the specific one that you want. Do you think there's a chance that after seeing this, they might do a comic Watcher? I feel like there isn't much reuse from this. That if you want
exactly, that's my thing. The reuse is low to zero. So this doesn't give me encouragement that we're going to get a comic book watcher anytime soon.
Yeah, I agree. I don't think it's coming.
So is the watcher like necessary in your collection, Jason? Like, do you need one?
I've been okay with, you know what? I'm going to make it just like a silliness here because that's what the Sol is anyway. In my collection, I am the watcher. So, so I don't need one there because it's me, and it's fine. If one day Marvel Legends, if these guys make a good comic book watcher, it'll find a way into my collection for sure.
That's hilarious. I'm just picturing you in the robes, toga, with the Leafs hat.
Oh, I thought this was better. Okay.
Honestly, Marvel Select is re-releasing their version of the Watcher, so yeah, so that's something that I'm probably gonna get and forgo this Watcher, but
forgo.
Is there any of Jeffrey Wright in the features? Like, do they do any kind of motion capture on his face to get any kind of performance in there?
I don't know.
I wonder.
I like this pose. What is this? What if? And yeah, I mean, I think it looks great. If I'm getting the whole wave, I'll probably end up building it. And if we'll look at who has all the bath pieces.
Can you? That looks so weird. Can you imagine if they had done like the cell shaded Venom that we saw recently? Can you imagine if they did one that was of the Watcher with a cosmic paint job, where like part of him looks like the universe is in his cloak somehow?
Yeah, that would be cool.
Where they actually took some time to really play with it a little bit and make it look like like I just said. I'd be more interested in that than this plain one.
That would be really cool. I think if I could commission someone to make something like that, where they repaint the flesh parts to like space, and
just like one half the part in shadow, the universe there, it'd be super cool. To me, that'd be super cool.
That's a great idea. That you know what? That would be a really cool convention exclusive, or or exclusive.
Like Eternity, yes, Tyler, yes.
Here we go. So here it is. We have. I love just seeing this big orange head in the middle of the packaging. Cracks me up. So you need to get. You know what? He doesn't. Does he look as cartoony in package?
Yes, he does.
Okay.
Honestly, can I say something about these two figures right over here? They just look like those like really cheap like 5-point articulation figures that you get at Walmart. Like that's what I see. Like it reminds me of like the Space Jam 2 figures that are like clogging up Walmarts and Toys R Us right now. This is what I see.
You've been seeing too many LeBrons.
Yeah. I mean, LeBron's is like all over the place, but like it just seems that it has the same like articulation. It doesn't. I don't like the style. Like and the fact that you had to buy these two for the bath pieces.
I kind of get it. And it's crazy how just the look of the head can make the entire figure look like it could be a kid's toy. Maybe it's also the purple colors too. It's like brighter colors add to that whole effect. But I guess if that's the case, would everyone just be happy displaying him with? If you didn't like the animated head, just displaying him with the mask on.
That's a good idea. I wonder if there'll be some parents or whatever, or some kids who buy this. The Star-Lord T'Challa, they think that the Uatu head it
goes on him.
Like, here it comes with 3 heads. Look at that. And they put that one on.
Just like. I mean, there might be everyone who isn't.
I want to see, customizers, or just anyone who has these figures, do a comparison with which other figure looks best with that head on it. Out of all of the different figures, like who can wear Uatu's head?
I will do that if I complete this for my review, and spend like a good 4 minutes putting the head on like Ursa Major or something.
Exactly.
Let's see. Oh, there's the name, Heist Nebula. Oh, I need to get that. Heist Nebula comes with a bath piece. Captain Carter comes with 2.
It's the naked arm and the cloaked arm.
Cloaked arm. Zombie Hunter Spidey. No bath pieces. And of course, we have Sylvie, no bath. Oh, so yeah, you're right. Everything is just
Sylvie comes with.
Oh, you know why? Because of the placement, I thought it was her cloak for a second. So yeah, it does have a large blue cloak for the Watcher. I'm buying her anyway, so that's no problem. Zombie Cap and of course Doctor Strained. I would have liked to see a little bit more accessories with him, but that's always my perspective. I always want more. Darth Gutierrez says, when is this wave available? I think the pre-orders go up tomorrow at 1 p.m. When it's actually out, I am not certain.
I thought I heard October 1st or November 1st.
That's crazy soon.
Mm-hmm. Just the thing, we have a rumored Fantastic Four wave. We have Age of Apocalypse wave. We have this wave, and then we have a new Spider-Man wave coming out in the next 6 months.
Right.
I don't even have the Ursa Major wave yet.
I can imagine, though, of course, Hasbro's been sitting on this, right? That's one of the shows that got delayed because of COVID. So they had these figures ready to go probably for a really long time.
I mean, and if that wasn't enough, this was not action packed. It was just a jam packed fan first Wednesdays.
Oh, yeah.
We have I forgot about this. We have the deluxe Hydra Stomper. You know, to pair with your Captain Carter and other wartime scenes. It's so cool.
This is what I thought the bath was going to be.
Yeah, me too. No, well, yes and no. But no, I do agree. I thought this could have been a bath as well.
Can you imagine, though, if they screw us over in a year or two by making one that opens up and
put a little
project fits inside? I mean, like, I'll go insane if we have to buy it again.
Mm-hmm.
Get the inside piece. But if they're really nice about it, they finally do figure out the tooling on that. They could just sell us the body, because we can stick the arms on from the other one we bought. But this is like a mega dope for me. This and Captain Carter are just they're a fixture in my office studio for like forever. I love it.
I mean, it's so cool. It's got, like they mentioned, they have the handles on here for the operator, I guess, to climb in. There are similar ones on this mech's back for Captain Carter to kind of hang off of, ride on, catch a lift. You got the blasts that go on the, what do you call those things on the back?
Rockets.
Those rockets move. There's like a joint so that they can, change different angles as well. There's a weapon underneath the arm. They said they drilled a hole so you can put blast effects in there or some kind of firing effects. Jason, we heard mega dope from you.
Oh, just huge. Is there any doubt, by the way, or that it's not Steve Rogers in there? Like, did I read the trailer wrong, or do you guys suspect it's a different character? Like, is it Howard Stark?
I think it's Steve Rogers.
Steve Rogers would be like a cool choice. Howard Stark, like, probably involved in the making of it, but I don't know.
Of course,
if him being in it.
To me, the narrative is like the romance between Steve and Peggy is transcendent. Like it needs, in any iteration of those characters, they have to pair up. But from a story military point of view, there's no reason that, like, if they're giving Peggy the serum, is she being like, I won't become Captain Carter unless you put this guy in a suit. Like, you got to I need this skinny guy from Brooklyn,
Right.
Reason, he has no training. There's no reason he would have to be in there, unless it's one of those things where, like, everyone else is dead and he's the last guy, and he's like goes to be a hero, right?
Yeah.
I can't wait.
Patient says gives us 4 dopes up. Troy, how about you?
This is awesome. This is so dope.
Perfect. Yeah, same here for me. Probably grab 2, and then if Jason says, they make a new one where you can remove it, it leaves space for another one. but this is very cool. Very cool that it's a deluxe. Instead of making it as a Build-A-Figure in the wave, they're just like, we have both of these, you know, we'll just find another way to get it to the fans. Just do a deluxe figure.
Did they give a price point? I can't remember.
Mm-mm.
No, I don't.
It's as big. It's crazy. It's as big as the Hulkbuster. Like that's what Hulkbuster is one of my favorite action figures that I own, and the idea that I'm going to have something that parallels it in terms of scope is very exciting.
Ryan had mentioned. Okay, so Watu was 8.75 inches tall. I believe this was like 9.5, and like you said, it's the same height as the MCU Hulkbuster Build-A-Figure. So that's
Awesome.
crazy.
Awesome.
Matt Logic 44, what's going on? He says, could they have a different head in the set unrevealed? I don't know. Would it look weird to have like just the head sticking out? Does he wear a helmet, or is it like a whole?
I don't think he's in a helmet. I think he's in the chest.
Yeah.
Like style.
This is giving me such like Iron Giant vibes.
Yes.
So like I love this.
But wait, there's more. This was a huge event today. A lot of stuff revealed. We have a Walgreens / EB Games / Canadian GameStop now exclusive. To continue along with their cosmic theme from Nova, Quasar, and now this one. I don't know who Binary is.
You don't know who Binary is? Is that what you said?
Should I know who it is?
It's Carol Danvers, right?
Danvers, dude.
Yeah.
Sorry.
She went into space with the X-Men and like did something happen to her and she got the binary powers?
Yeah. She discovered ones and zeros.
Yeah.
Yeah. This guy. I don't think this is a good exclusive for me. Clearly, I don't know what's going on here. Oh, Mike, man, take it easy. See you later. Jason, this is dope for you. Nope. Are you buying this?
It's a nope for me because yeah, I'm cool.
You are cool.
I got
Danvers
already in my comics, so we're good. We're good.
Hold on. Cerebral Deep says the chest does have a window. This thing? Is he supposed to see through that?
Yeah, he's really little. Remember that. He's just teeny tiny dude.
Then why even have a face with eyes?
Because it looks badass. I don't know. We have to wait and see.
Troy, how about you?
This is dope. I'm definitely going to get this. It's going to go on my cosmic shelf. And you know what? This is just a signal for me that the Starjammers are coming soon.
I know who the Starjammers are.
Ooh.
But this is a nope for me. I think it looks cool though, but clearly I'm not familiar with this character and I don't need it. I mean, come on, flames up on the leg part. That's cool. Translucent hair. That's cool.
I have a weird question. Now that EB Games is GameStop, will this affect any Walgreens exclusives going to GameStop Canada?
Right.
Is like something, because you know, GameStop, Walgreens, there's a GameStop in the US. I don't know. So that's my thing.
So for people in America who might not know, GameStop owns EB Games or the same company, whatever it is.
Yeah, something like that.
On paper, it's essentially like the same company or same entity. So Walgreens exclusives in the US tend to be made available at EB Games here in Canada. But there was news today that EB Games Canada would be rebranded and folded into GameStop. Everything is going to be GameStop now. Even the EB Games Instagram changed its name like today, fast. So if that were the case, if they were exclusives in Walgreens in the US, would they remain exclusives there and no longer come to, GameStop in Canada? Would another retailer get them? Don't know, but it's something to look out for.
Question,
Jason.
I'm under the impression that it was EB internationally, like whether UK or Australia, but other spots. Are those also now GameStop? Or are they staying EB? And can I stay EB?
You can say EB. Mm-hmm. I don't know what happens to those international ones. Remember, GameStop made a whole bunch of money.
They did,
right? In the US, I'm not a stocks person. I couldn't explain to you how it works, but all I know is they made a whole bunch of money. what better way to do with that than invest in your own company, invest in your own brand, reaffirm that name. It could make sense that they did it everywhere. I don't know how it works in EB in other countries.
Right.
I was just honestly stunned when I was trying to tag EB Games today on Instagram. I couldn't find it. I was like, "What the heck?" I was like, "Did they block me?" Because they do. I was like, they look at my
about too many
story.
other retailers.
I was like, they look.
They should block you, but
Don't block me, guys, please. But I was looking at their story and I was like, "What's happening?" And then I was like, "Oh man, they already rebranded in like 20 seconds." Okay,
Yeah, they probably had that ready to go when the announcements
definitely
was going to be launched. Tyler Lalonde says GameStop Canada is technically a separate entity.
Yeah, they'd be registered as different businesses, even though they're the same ownership.
Right.
I just want my exclusives.
Yeah, Troy doesn't care where the money is going. He knows it's out of his pocket. He just wants the toys in return. So
for sure,
we don't really care about the business side as long as we keep getting exclusives. I want to know: am I still going to get my EB Games Platinum discount going forward, or are they using like the GameStop system? That's
a good question, Kevin.
Because in Canada, you can get the Edge discount program. You can buy into the program, and as you buy more things, at the lowest tier, you get 10% off of action figures and whatnot. And as you buy more and accumulate points, you get into a different tier. You can get to Onyx, where you get 15% off. I don't think GameStop has that. I know GameStop has crazy deals sometimes. The one that stands out to me is like you buy this special tote bag, and then every figure that you can stuff in there, you get like 25% off on like when they run that promo. I hope something like that comes.
Guys, I'm about to hit Onyx.
Well, it was a good run. They probably saw you. That's why they saw you were about to hit Onyx.
Right.
They changed the whole thing up, and then they blocked you on Instagram.
Exactly. That's how things go. Before you go, this last thought about the binary there. Yeah, for a couple decades, they're trying to find a place for Carol Danvers. Like she just didn't settle into anywhere. She was a character that was on. She was the female version of Captain Marvel initially, and then eventually no one cared about her, so they threw her as part of the Avengers, and then something really really uncool they did in the comic books, where they basically had her rapist impregnate her with himself through like a time travel thing, so she gave birth to her own rapist, which is really like, this is a brutal thing anyway. And so then she leaves the Avengers, and then she hangs out with the X-Men for a while to recover from all that, and like in Rogue assaults her, and she loses her memory as to she and her powers. Then she's binary, and then so she gets kicked around the Marvel comics for decades. And this is just, to me, one of the temporary stops on the way to the realization that she should be promoted to Captain Marvel, and now she's a character. Like, this is just like part of the metamorphosis that didn't take. Like, they threw it at the wall, didn't stick. Okay, so on to the next thing. But now, it's super messed up. Check out Avengers number 200, Avengers Volume 1 number 200. You'll see that story.
Did you look that up, or you knew those numbers?
Oh no, I that's in there. That's when I was a kid, man. And Avengers Annual 10 for when Rogue's first appearance, when she assaults her and takes her powers and memory.
And that's why I enjoy
the TV show. You'll remember in the animated series that she had Carol Danvers' voice screaming in her mind for an episode. There was like Carol Danvers was kind of in there. Anyway, so to me, this is just like it's an iteration of the character that didn't work. So I look at it as Marvel's shame.
Jason, that's why I love having you here with all of the knowledge. I'm a fan. I'm not an expert, but I do appreciate hearing all this stuff from you.
Pleasure.
That's awesome. Next, out of nowhere, kind of, they're re-releasing the Build-A-Figure Vulture from Spider-Man Homecoming. What they said was when they first got the prototypes or the artwork, it wasn't screen accurate, so they're redoing it now, screen accurate, proper paint deco, and this is going to be an exclusive to Target, I believe. I never built this Build-A-Figure. I didn't think I needed the parts. I don't think screen accuracy is important to me. I just didn't think I wanted to build it and have this giant thing. But maybe if it comes out now and if I see it in store, I'll probably pick it up for something. Troy, do you have the bath?
I sold the bath at a toy jam.
Was it to Jason? Because that's usually the pattern on the show.
I don't know who I sold. Oh no, I didn't sell it to Toy Jam. Remember when I had my huge MCU like sale? Yeah, I sold it to like that French guy.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, yeah, that guy. Can I be really honest with you? This is a figure I never knew I didn't need. Does that make sense?
That's cold, man. That's fair.
Like when I saw
you sold it, so you know you didn't need it.
Yeah, I know. And I saw this today and I was like, what? Wait, what? I don't know. This is gonna like for me, this is gonna probably peg warm just like the Giant Man is at EB Games right now.
Man, but what if Wednesdays, there's more Spider-Man villains, Sinister Six or something in the future going forward. But then if it was and he was still there, like they would he have new wings? Would they look exactly the same as Homecoming? I don't think so.
Honestly, like my theory about it is like the time for Homecoming has passed.
Yeah.
The window has really passed.
Big time.
And I just don't think this, like, I don't personally think this was something that anyone really needed.
Did you just read the Vulture comment?
Jonathan says, I thought Troy was going to say he was afraid of vultures.
I could be. Vultures are a symbol of death.
Yeah, I mean, they do feed on the flesh. What if they eat some sort of zombie flesh and then you get zombie vultures and then Troy would be like, I don't want to live in this world anymore.
No, thank you.
Yeah.
No, thank you.
I think that the saying, I never knew it was a figure that I didn't want needs to become a thing. It's a very, very like eloquent way of saying, I don't know. It's eloquent, but at the same time, I feel like it cuts really deep. So I'm assuming that's a note from you, and I guess that's cool because this is a Target exclusive. If you don't get it, you don't get it. If you wanted it from before, here's your option. Who knows? Like, the window's passed. Maybe they needed something exclusive for Target. They're like, you know what? We'll just do an accurate version of this. Who knows? But if you needed it from before, this is for you. Otherwise, that's a nope from me. How about you, Jason?
I built this bath, or the original one, back when Homecoming was out and about, and I love it as a it's like in the very back of my MCU villain kind of section there.
Yeah,
it's really striking. It has a great spot when you elevate it a tiny bit, and then there's that piece that supports the wings. So I really do like the original one. I was a little irked by a couple of the missing features, like the arm control pieces are
right.
last.
Yeah, we should mention that.
They've been missing, noticeably absent. This improves them. The lack of screen accurate helmet, I wasn't so fussed about. The real one is that you don't have the Michael Keaton head.
Right.
He should be able to strap into the wings and have his controls and helmet on, and then those 3 sections come off and the Michael Keaton head goes on.
That would be amazing.
If the Michael Keaton head comes with this, it's going to make it a little bit tougher for me to resist. But the thing that I want you guys to watch out for is if we get an MCU Sinister Six, and this is a character that is part of that, you might regret not having it. Maybe.
The FOMO.
I was hoping that by this point in Spider-Man's kind of, that we'd have maybe this point in his gestation as an MCU character. We have how many villains for him? 2? We don't have Scorpion in full form, right? We have Proto-Scorpion that the actor is cast, and he was there. But after 3 movies, we're coming up to the 3rd movie.
No Rhino.
We're not close enough to having enough characters for Sinister Six. I don't think we're going to get 6 movies of this, this version.
Mhm.
They're gonna have to do more than one a movie, but I'd love to have enough Spider-Man villains that they have a corner, the way that we have for our comic book shelves. I'm assuming you guys have your Spidey villains all together, and it's awesome to have all those green and purple characters all in one spot. It's really fun, and if you don't have Vulture and have other characters, to me there'll be a gap, a hole. So I do like the things they've changed. I'm not going to buy this a second time because I won't be able to unload my Build-A-Figure that I already have. But if it comes with a Michael Keaton head, I will be much more tempted, for sure. For sure.
Right. Yeah, I should mention it's a completely new and screen accurate helmet. You have the controls. The controls actually go into the C grips of the hands, so they're kind of holding them a little bit tighter. And I believe they mentioned retooled legs.
And the visor comes off to see the two dots. Is that they show that today? He has those like very beady two dot eyes. I thought they showed that, but maybe I'm wrong.
Oh yeah, right here.
Okay. So there's a moment in the movie. Remember when he gets close to, when he first meets Vulture, before Vulture drops him into the body of water, he sees the two eyes. It's kind of just a dramatic moment, but I would scare you, Troy. So just watch out for that scene.
I watched this movie like 500 times.
48 mark, Homecoming. Just be careful. Maybe wanna. But anyway, yeah. If they're not showing the Michael Keaton head, but I think also with Michael Keaton coming up in
the Flash
movie, and we all want a really good unmasked senior citizen version of Michael Keaton.
Heck yeah!
So it's got to come from somewhere. And have you guys come across customizers who have an excellent version of that yet?
Not in 1/12.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
I have the Hot Toys Keaton in the tuxedo, so I'm good. Hot Toys Batman Returns.
Yeah, I don't know. That's not what I'm talking about.
I know, but I'm like, what I'm saying is I'm just good with
You're
that.
just bragging. You're just bragging. You have Hot Toys.
Yeah. Okay.
So one of the things that I think this is probably a gripe that I've had multiple times.
At all, so it's never mind.
What's that?
No Keaton head. Like that's the meat.
Yeah.
It would pull me over, but this I won't get it.
Well, I thought this picture would have. Okay. Yeah. Sorry, Troy.
Sorry, go ahead, Troy.
What grinds your gears?
So yeah, one of the things that I really just don't understand about MCU figures is like we get them like again 2 years, 3 years later, and it's just like I don't want to rebuy the same thing all over again just to have a more accurate figure. I just like this would have been better. Like Jason, you said it, if it had the Michael Keaton head, but it doesn't have the Michael Keaton head. So why do I have to buy it? I mean, I'm gonna pass on it because I don't do MCU a lot, but like I just don't think this is worth the money at all, and I definitely see this peg warming. So sorry to say.
Yeah. I understand reissuing figures for people who missed it the first time around. You know what I mean? And that's usually, it's like if you sold your MCU stuff or you missed that train and you're getting into it now, here's your chance to get it. I fully respect that and I get it, but at the same time, like you said, how many of these Vultures are you going to sell that like it doesn't peg warm or it's likely to peg warm? I don't know. Again, I don't have the data, but these are just things that I'm sure someone has factored in.
Toy Rensu saying, using the MCU Crossbones from the 2-pack, the Civil War 2-pack with Steve Rogers. The Crossbones punch ones, use that as the piece for your display. That's a good idea.
There you go.
But then he doesn't have them unless you have 2 Crossbones, which does make sense because it was an awesome figure.
Well, that 2-pack went on clearance here. Like, what was it, $20 or $30 on Amazon? So it's likely, and if people bought extra for an extra cap, the MCU cap, and they don't want that Crossbones, it would have been easier. It's probably easy to find that figure loose.
Is there talk at all that you guys come across about likeness rights for certain actors? Like it could be that Michael Keaton does not sell his. No, but you got the Hot Toys. Maybe what it would cost to get his likeness rights is, out of their range.
Sure.
Because there are a few figures that they haven't had likenesses. I thought for a long time Anthony Hopkins wasn't going to do it, but I'm really glad that we finally are getting or got that Odin.
I have Anthony Hopkins from Diamond Select Westworld.
Okay, I'm just grasping at straws here, dude. I'm trying to figure
All
out
right.
what's on Michael Keaton.
Shot down. Well, if you do get a Keaton head coming up, Old Man Keaton, it would likely be from McFarlane. So, I'll leave that with you. Also, McFarlane, shout outs, because yeah, he's watching. But like getting the whole DC Direct thing, he's responsible for future DC Direct stuff. The announcement was like he's managing the current DC Direct inventory. I thought that's huge. I mentioned that he's Canadian, so that's cool.
Super cool.
But back to Marvel Legends, the previously teased CGI revealed or digital render Tigra, now shown in actual physical form. You get 2 portraits, claw hands, fist hands, double jointed, pinless, everything on a retro card.
Mm-hmm.
Jason,
I don't remember what you said for this one before. Dope or nope?
There's something on the fence. I think I'm gonna. I think I'll pick it up eventually. She's part of that time period for me, especially with the early West Coast Avengers, where I kind of want to have that team together. But she's a very forgettable character for me. She doesn't occupy any great spot, any great story that means the world to my heart. So if I never, I kind of just wanted her to finish off my West Coast Avengers, I guess.
All right. Does it ever bother anyone that the cart packaging art and the actual costume are? I mean, it's close enough, but it's just
not. One's a sports bra, one's like a bikini kind of.
Yeah.
I don't like it when those things don't match, but I probably didn't notice until you mentioned it.
Troy, how about you? Dope or nope? You are muted again, my friend.
Oh shoot! I accidentally hit my mic. I'm sorry. This was a dope before, but now it's a definite dope. I absolutely love that like calm head sculpt. I think it looks really cool. And I thought they weren't going to reveal this today. I thought they were going to do it on Monday for Marvel Monday because they did that for Hercules. So I was like, wait, what? So what's
that means there's more from Marvel Monday.
Exactly. So what's going to happen on Monday? But yeah, for me, dope. I absolutely love this. Yeah, a beautiful figure.
I think it's a dope looking figure.
Yeah.
It's like cool color, really great design. Looks very posable.
I hope it is. I really hope it can get in a low crouch, right? Because that same with like Nightcrawler, when you put those characters together in your display, you want a character that can be big and high, and a character that can really get down low and creep out from the side. And she's that's one of my problems with the Wolfsbane that came as part of that 3-headed New Mutants,
right?
EB and whatever it was exclusive, Walgreens or GameStop. Is that when you put the Wolfsbane head on it, you couldn't get the body to really do that kind of lupine as opposed to feline pose. But I'm really
nerd. Sorry,
man. Just because I know some words, right? You're not going to call it feline if it's a wolf, right? Like you got to know your words, man. But anyway, I really hope this figure has enough crunch and enough flexibility in the hips and such that.
I don't think there's any ab crunch. It looks like an abdominal rotation, my friend.
So then she can go like this, standing up straight, or tilt to the side.
Yeah,
I'm not going to get the pose I want, and that might be a breaker for me. That she has to stand vanilla, but her whole value as a character seems to be in the variety of look that she brings to a team. Like you have all these kind of regular people, and you have one really kind of animated feline character. But if she can't do the feline pose, I don't know.
Sorry, I can't think of any female buck that has like the straight ab crunch with that cut.
I don't think a lot of them do.
I don't know if any.
Yeah, I think recent Marvel Legend females don't have that.
Like a clickety click ab crunch.
Yeah, click.
Yeah.
There's the diaphragm cut here that gives them the the swivelly movement, kind of like She-Hulk. But who knows? If anyone in the chat knows,
Yeah.
Feel free to correct me.
One thing I do like about this figure is that it's pinless,
Yeah.
but the arms are double jointed elbows.
Right.
That is good for sure.
And that is available for pre-order starting today. Fan channel exclusive, so you should have no problem ordering this. What's next? Oh, and I think that was not the last reveal for today, but they did go through a Q&A session with pre-recorded questions from toy influencers in the community, and it was really cool to see. You know, I know I know of all of these people. I know some of these people, and I call some of these people friends, toy friends. So it was really exciting to you know, see them one by one get to ask a question on screen. It was really awesome. Carly from Annoying You with Friendship, your annoying friend Carly, different variations of that name. She got to go first. Blainer Things, fantastic person. You've seen him on the NECA events recently for SDCC. He's wearing the Legends Never Die t-shirt, available now on toyingaround.ca. Limited sizes remaining. And I will have Blaine on unboxing Thursdays in August, the second unboxing Thursday in August. So can't wait. So it was really awesome to see Blaine. Boog, you know, everyone's been saying Boog needs to get a reveal. Boog needs to get some love. So it was great to see him there. I had to redo his screenshot to get his signature inquisitive look that you see on his thumbnails of his videos. And I've known Boog for a long time, so it's awesome to you know, he does a lot of interviews with the Hasbro team already, but you know, to see him do this kind of thing, very excited. Action figure expert says hello, welcome, how's it going? But you know, he is a huge proponent of army builders. Some credit him for the army building figures that you get on Pulse, like the Hydra and AIM soldiers. He's always pressuring the team, you know, when are we going to get an army builder waiver, army building figures? So is at this point the team introduced a black version of the Hand Ninja as an army builder that you can get on Pulse, you know, in that classic army, or in that army builder figure rectangular box that you get, like all the other ones in that same theme. So that's super cool. Hopefully you didn't check out early from the stream at that part. Be like, oh, this is boring and this is lame. It's like, ha, gotcha. You got to stay. There's more reveals. There's a you know, Dwight mentioned the skin and the flesh on this looks very undead for the Hand Ninjas.
Watch out, Troy.
What's that?
You're triggering Troy. Be careful with that kind of language.
Oh, borderline zombie Hand Ninja. There you go. Man, he looks very zombie-like on that box.
Yeah, awesome.
So if you had trouble getting the red Hand Ninja in the Steltman figure wave, you know, being one per case or whatever the reason is, I don't know if they have solid cases yet. I think they did. I don't know what's going on with that. I did not forget The Amazing because I'm going in order for He Is Next. Of course, the homie Darius. Not often on camera, but he was happy to be there. Sorry, I got you in a screenshot where it looks like you're about to sneeze.
I love seeing all the diorama pieces behind.
Yeah, it's like if you were, it's like a library, of just dioramas. So it's so cool. E. Rivera always has the newest stuff. I don't know him as well. I know of him. Jay Hernandez, and that was cool. You know, he's always posing his walking poses, and now it's the balance challenge. So it was great to see Jay on there. MCU collector, and you've seen him on some of the live streams and other events before. Pixel Dan, super awesome. And Shardamus, he's like, it looks like he's took a break from the middle of a review to record his message from a Ursa Major. And of course, Unparalleled Universe, Wade himself.
He had a bigger beard, right?
He did have a bigger beard. I think he shaved it like last week or something. And it's funny because he had a live stream last night. He had a live stream last night talking about different influencers and who do the Marvel stuff, and there was a conversation about that. I don't recall if he said anything. I have to go back and rewatch it, see if there was a read his poker face to see. No, obviously knowing he had this recorded message and it would be on today, how he handled that part. But shout out
Kevin, I honestly thought you were part of it the whole time. We talked on like Monday or Tuesday. I was like, "You're on it. You're on it. I know you're on it."
I know. You kept asking if I would be on it, and I never answered you because here's the thing: if one day I were on it again, I wouldn't answer you. So if this time I flat out said no, but in the future if I was on and I just said whatever, that would give you an indicator. So I had to ignore and try to play it off. But hey, man, it's cool. I had a turn at. I got to reveal a figure. How awesome is that? So
yeah, but Carly did, and MCU Collector did, and they got to do that. And Chartemis.
That's fine. That's fine with me. A lot of these people didn't get to do anything before this, so everyone gets a turn. I'm happy with what I got so far, and I'm just happy for everyone who got to be on. I'm not counting. It's like one in this column for this person and one in this. I'm just happy with what I got to do with what little that I have and the channel going on here and all that stuff. But overall, people in the chat, Jason, Troy, was this Fan First Wednesdays dope or nope? Overall, the event itself.
Dope.
I give it a soft dope.
Soft boiled dope.
Soft boiled dope. Honestly, I was hoping for, some fantastic news.
Right.
Maybe that could have bumped up Galactus.
You know what? There was one more thing. Dwight gave a verbal hint. Do you recall the Jason? Do you remember what he said? Because they usually cap off the events with some sort of he holds up a prop or hold something in front of the screen to tease people and
Psycho Man.
He mentioned something about fear, doubt, and hate.
Right, the buttons on the buttons on Psycho Man's device.
And he opened up a. Sorry, he held up a little prop as well, and I forget what exact how he worked it in there, but he said fear, doubt, and hate about something, and thanks to the interwebs, I don't know who the exact first person who used this picture was, but this is the one that's been circulating. Psycho Man here, he's got those buttons. Jason, do you have a quick
Nope.
Bio for him?
No, I do not.
No. All right, well, you're out. No, I'm kidding.
I can look it up.
Yes, they also had, and then Ryan mentioned valor, fate, and respect. What do you think that is? Is that a hint? Or are we just looking for something? We're so used to it. No, don't know. Chat, what do you guys think? RMD Collective says, wish they gave us shipping date for the Sentinel. That would have been huge. It's originally slated for September, I believe.
Yeah.
That was pre-COVID. So who knows if that has affected their timeline for the production and shipping and whatnot. It looks like the figure itself is done. Dwight's posting pictures of it all the time, but it's hard to say. Every time you see somebody in design and development with the figure, it's hard to say how complete it really is in terms of functionality.
I think that's another gripe I have with the Galactus. I wish we had the Sentinel in hand to be like, oh man, this is something I can back up. Now that I have the Sentinel, damn, this is great. I'm definitely going to back it up. And I've had this talk with multiple people, and they said the same thing. We wish we had the Sentinel in hand.
Right. Well, you know what? I don't know. Like Sentinel wasn't. It's not like it's been delayed. We're still before the release date, so it's not like did they plan to have the Sentinel in hand first and then push a Galactus, or this is the time to do it. So that makes sense though. If you can already see a final product in hand first and be like, you know what, this is a great platform to make something like this. This is a great quality figure. I'll go into the next one. Or hopefully somebody is convinced to go in on the next one.
Mm-hmm.
Good point.
I did some quick research and didn't learn anything I didn't already know. There isn't
Thank
like
you for that input.
Yeah, there wasn't. I didn't come across a particular story or something where I thought Psycho Man made a big impact. But he's a Stanley Jack Kirby character from Fantastic Four back in '67. But that's not that interesting. There's nothing specifically cool about him to me. But in toy form, he might look amazing. He might just be, again, like a Kirby thing, leaped off the page and became plastic and can be held in our hands. And his designs are always just so bizarre and interesting. So maybe that'll be worth it when we get it in hand.
That is, well, we'll see.
Not like he's an iteration of Kang or like it's, you know what I mean? It's just like, oh man.
Very, very early tease. We'll see more in the future. Real quick, while everyone is still here, before you bail, you can grab this pre-order. This Galactus t-shirt. Oh, Jason's gonna model it for us at toyingaround.ca. The pre-order closes August 8th. That is the Sunday after this Sunday. So do people call that next Sunday? The Sunday after this Sunday.
Next Sunday.
Next Sunday. Toyingaround.ca. The banner is right there on the front page.
It's a great shirt. It hasn't worn off in the wash or anything. It's awesome. I love this one.
I got the Sentinel one.
Me too.
I think I'm going to pre-order this one. So you'll see a pre-order in my name in the next couple days.
All right. Jason, let people know what's going on with you. You mentioned earlier a lot of comics.
I make comics. I make a comic series called Cooper 7, and our new story is called Peregrines. It's a 4-parter. There it is. There's the cover of the first part of Peregrines, which is in Group of 7 Comics, number 7. That's where it's happening. But yeah, Peregrines is right there. It's about 4 awesome agents on the front lines in World War I who are undercover as nurses, and they go through action. And when I get my Captain Carter figure, I will be posing her to help me draw a couple of those characters. And I want to customize one into a Peregrine. Tons of fun. I have a new comic dropping every 2 weeks. It's like 1 page dropping every 2 weeks. A Next Panel Press, which you'll be able to follow on Instagram. You can follow me on Instagram at Jason Lapidus, or the website for the comic book is Group of 7 with the number 7 comics.ca.
Awesome. Love seeing all your stuff.
Thanks, man.
I have some of it everywhere too. And you have art print, fantastic stuff.
I gotta make some more of those.
Yeah. Mr. Troy, you're approaching the 1,000 followers? No, subs?
Followers on Instagram. Like, that's a huge milestone. I only started this, a year ago?
Yeah.
And look at this now. I'm so excited. Except 2 people unfollowed me today, so okay, okay.
You really watch these numbers hard, like how many people are. Do you ever chart them? Be like, hey, on this day, this many people unfollowed me, but at the same time, this many people backed the Galactus. What's the trend here? Why did that happen? Was I the result of this?
I just like numbers. Like, I'm a big numbers person, so like, put me in front of numbers and graphs, I'm good with that. So that's just me. But honestly, if you guys haven't already, follow me at Troy Collects Toys on Instagram. I'm approaching 1,000 followers, and I want to give away stuff to you guys. So if you want free stuff, come follow me. So once we hit 1,000 followers, I'm going to reveal everything. And then I had an artist do a logo for me. So it's not going to be this beautiful face anymore. That's going to be on Instagram. It's going to be something else. So I really want to hit that 1,000 marker, and I can't wait to reveal everything to you guys.
Awesome. Looking forward to that, man. Everyone who is still watching right now, thank you for being here. I hope you can give this video a thumbs up if you've enjoyed this chat this whole time. Again, July. My fob accent has been coming out a lot lately. In July, I'm trying to push out 31 days of content. The other day I was doing Star Wars and the episode title was Infested, and I said invested. And it was just, yeah. But yes, 31 days of content in July. Here's the calendar, everything that's happened so far and the remaining days on the calendar. Tomorrow night, right here on this channel, YouTube and Twitch, I'll be on with the Toy Migos at 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 Pacific. And right after that, I'll be jumping onto their channel as well. So check out youtube.com/toymigos. Friday, I'll put out a new review. And Saturday, the 31st, again, it's a wrap-up. Talk about everything that's happened this month on the channel. If you have any questions, if you want to talk about SDCC reveals, there will be a few giveaways just to see, just to have fun, just to give back for people who've been watching. I mean, it's been a lot of really cool stuff this month. Some stuff people like, some stuff I don't know if people do like, but it was cool for everyone who tuned in. Action Figure Expert says, is the shirt available in 6XL? I don't believe so. Flyzone21 says, following you on Instagram, love the content, Troy. Show Jason some love too.
Oh,
Follow Jason, guys.
I'm good. I'm happy to have followers, but it's no guilt trips needed.
Make sure if you do follow Troy, do this for me. Send him some pictures of zombies. You can find me on Instagram at toyingaround. The website is toyingaround.ca. I'm on Twitch. I'm on YouTube. I'm on the Twitter at I'm Toying Around. Troy is in shock that I just said that. Do not DM him pictures of zombies. Thank you, everyone, for watching tonight. Jason, Troy, thank you for your time. It's, as always, it was a pleasure. And until the next event
in 2 weeks.
In 2 weeks, yes. Oh, are we doing a visions? No, not visions. What if kind of thing?
We could always do it.
Shall we?
And we could always just make fun of my zombie phobia when that episode comes.
Wait, would you even have any input? Would you watch that episode?
If you say, Troy, be here at 9 o'clock, we're talking about what if zombie episode, I'll be here talking about what if zombie episode.
I will be here at 8:57, cutting it as close as I can.
Oh, that's me. I'm the one who cuts it close.
Yeah, you show up and go, can I make a coffee? All right, this is now just us messing around. You guys, I'm going to have to talk to you afterwards. But everyone, thank you so much for watching. Enjoy the toys. Keep toying around. Peace.